Hello everyone, my name is Alyssa Washington and I did my biology essay on GMOs, also known as genetically modified organisms. I want to talk to you today about whether these genetically modified animal products are helpful or harmful to our society. GMOs are genetically modified organisms that have been scientifically altered to reproduce faster and to prevent diseases. The most common of which is salmon, which grows 2 times faster than the common animal. But what are the long-term effects of consuming these genetically modified animal products? Are they helpful or are they harmful to our society? Through my research, I would like to explain to you why I believe that these products are harmful to our society. Some of the reasons I believe that they are harmful to our society are their environmental effects, the unethical production method, and the unknown effects that they can have on humans. Genetically modified animals can have a harmful effect on our environment. Let's take fish, for example. They pose the risk of breeding with the wildlife population and altering the ecosystem. This type of change to the ecosystem would be detrimental because it throws off the natural balance. In a 2013 study led by Krista Oki of Memorial University, found that these genetically modified fish were more aggressive. These hybrid fish excelled in competing for food in semi-natural conditions, which led to the decline of food for natural salmon. This decline is significant because it does not only affect salmon, but also other animals that depend on salmon. Following a natural chain reaction in the ecosystem, this would lead to a mass decline of wild. Another reason that I believe that these genetically modified animal products can be harmful to our society is the fact that they can be mass-produced unethically. The United States has no current regulations for the genetic engineering of farm animals. Because of this lack of oversight, there is an issue regarding animal safety as well as no one to hold accountable for these inhumane practices. Genetically modified animals can also have long-term effects on human health. Studies have shown that the long-term consumption of genetically modified organisms can cause allergic reactions in humans, and this becomes an issue because nowadays we consume genetically modified animal products more and more. This allergic reaction in humans is triggered because of the new proteins produced when this GMO is created. The new proteins are not recognized by the human body and trigger an immune response. Because these genetically modified animals are also resistant to certain pathogens, this leads to the development of new diseases in both animals and humans. It's somewhat like antibiotic bacteria that arose due to overuse of antibiotics in livestock. There have been a series of clinical trials to confirm the link of genetically modified animals and cancer in humans. There is a study that can be used to illustrate the long-term health effects of using these genetically modified products. In a 2012 study done by Seralini, he found that rats that were fed genetically modified corn products developed tumors and developed organ damage more than the control group. Genetically modified animal products can be harmful to our environment. They can be produced unethically with no regulation standard, and they can also have adverse reactions to long-term health in humans. With all of these issues at stake, I believe that using genetically modified animal products can be harmful to our society. What I learned from writing this essay was the fact that when these animals are genetically modified, they are introduced into semi-natural conditions. I was under the impression that these animals are produced in a lab and sent off to the grocery stores. I did not know they mix them in with other wild animals. Thank you for listening to my presentation.